video tutorial explaining how to make the Happy Days Easy Water Bottle Carrier. This is what you will need: fabric for the front, fabric for the lining, interfacing if using, 1.5 meters of 15mm webbing, or you can make your own if you wish, 15mm slider, two 15mm lobster swivel clips with D-rings attached and two 15mm D-rings. Start off making the tabs. Fold your fabric in half and give it a nice sharp crease. Open your fabric out and then fold one side into that centre line and press. Now fold in half and then press, and then take it to your machine and sew along there close to the edge and along there as I've done on that one. Fold your tab in half and pass through the D-ring of the lobster clasp. Clip into place and then take to your machine and tack along there and along there. Mark the position of your tabs by using your template. Make a mark there and a mark there on the front of your fabric. Now clip your tabs in place and make sure there's a little bit sticking out at the top, and make sure both are at the same length. I've tacked both the tabs into place and now we are going to attach the lining. Place your lining fabric right sides together on top. Ensure all your edges line up, and then we're going to clip all along there. I've clipped it and now I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and use 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to start there and sew all along there to the end. I've joined the outer and the lining together and I'm going to open it up. Now I'm going to fold over, ensuring that these seams match up. I'm going to clip all along there, leaving a gap around here for turning. I've clipped it and now I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and start there using 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sew along there and stop and leave a gap for turning, and then start again there and carry on to the end. I've sewn all along there, leaving a gap for turning, and now I'm going to open it up and ensure that that seam is in the centre and press all along the sides. Now we're going to box the corners. Draw a line 1 centimetre up from the bottom edge and draw a line. Draw a 3 centimetre box up from the line you've just drawn and repeat for the other side. And repeat for the other end of the fabric. And then cut each of the box corners out. Make sure the bottom edges line up and then clip it into place on this end and on that end. Now I'm going to take it to the machine and I'm going to sew along that line on that end and the same for that end. And now to box the corners. Take each corner and line up the bottom seam to the side and then clip into place. I've repeated for the other side, and now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and using 1/4 inch seam allowance I'm going to start there and sew all along there on that side and the same for that side. Now all 4 corners are boxed and all we've got to do now is turn it through the gap we left earlier. I've turned it the right way and I've pushed all the corners out, and all that's left now is to sew up the gap that we left in the lining. And once you've done that, push the lining inside the bag. I'll push the lining in and I've pressed all the way around, and now we're going to make the adjustable strap. To make the adjustable strap, take one end of your webbing and thread it up through your slider and through the other side. Turn it over and take that end and clip into place. Flatten it out a bit and then take it to your machine and sew along there. I've used white cotton and sewn it along there, but you're better off using a matching colour. Now take one of your D-rings and the other end of your strap and thread the D-ring through there and push it out of the way. Now take the end of your strap and thread it through your slider and pull it through. Now thread the end through your D-ring, fold it back and clip as we did before, and then take to the machine and sew along there. Finish off, just attach your strap to your lobster clasp on your tabs both sides, and that's your water carrier finished. And that's your easy water bottle carrier all finished.